Radio Atlanta.
You're in tune with the right side of radio, the good ship, Radio Atlanta, operating to you and everyone else at 200 meters. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pick of the past.
If I were
Gene McDaniels with the Tower of Strength and 200 meters. Our business is show business, and you're in tune with the showboat, the good ship Atlanta. This is Jerry Lee Lewis with an old Hank Williams tune called Cold, Cold Heart. Mr. Jerry Lee Lewis there, everybody, with an old Hank Williams tune called Cold, Cold Heart. Now the summer fun time here on the good ship Radio Atlanta stands at 28 minutes after 7 p.m. Hey now, we're the people who rock the ocean from the Rocket label.
I wanna be your lover.
Yeah, now I want to be your loving baby. I want to be your man. You're moving along there, everybody, with the Rocket label here on the good ship Radio Atlanta, where now the contact time is 7:30. At 15 minutes before 8 p.m., you're listening to the Dolphin of the Sea, the good ship, Radio Atlanta. We're the people who rock the ocean. Hello, somebody, smile a while. This is the Guns of Navarone. This is the good ship Radio Atlanta, broadcasting the only language that everyone knows, music. Well now, bye-bye, lovelies. We gotta go. Till we see you sometime soon, Johnny Jackson saying so long, be good, and may the good Lord take a liking to you. At 200 meters, this is Radio Atlanta. The time is now 8 o'clock. This is Bob Scott speaking on behalf of teenager disc jockey Johnny Jackson, all the disc jockeys, the staff, and the management, the captain and the crew of the good ship Atlanta, bidding you one and all a very pleasant good night.
BPMS, Britain's better music station.
Lee Dawson, his great big hit song, Holy Cow. Right now it's almost that time. From Chris Barlow. We're going to go a reeling and a rockin'. Sometimes I think I will, sometimes I think I won't. He's talking about reeling and rockin'. That's a track from Chris Barlow and the Thunderbirds' brand new LP on the Columbia label. That's us BPMS 222. And there ain't no soul left to leave on shoes. He's playing on from Ronnie Wilsat. O-U-L-E instead of S-O-L-E or however they spell it. Let's in these old shoes. Let's see if I can get the title or the name of the artiste right on this try. It's Ronnie Milsap, and it comes to you on the Pi International Radio. There's a bit of information for you. 18 minutes to midnight now. This is the sound of Homer Banks. He's got a lot of love for you. You Liberty Sounders. I know the death. Telling you on that from Jerry Lee Lewis. This one's called Memphis Beat. Get into your blood. That Memphis Beat, fantastic sounds there from Jerry Lee Lewis. You're listening to the last 18 minutes of Formula 67 from BPMS 222. That's Britain's better music station. And unfortunately, owing to the fact that we have to do some engineering improvements, and we shall be doing this over the next few days as well, I'm afraid we'll have to close down at midnight, and I'm very, very sorry about that. If you're enjoying the program, if you're not, of course, it doesn't concern you because you're probably not listening to us. But if you are listening to us, you must obviously be enjoying the program. Well, I've got another big back to fund, something like that anyway. But what I'm trying to say is that we should be closing down at midnight tonight and reopening at 6 a.m. bright and early in the morning with Tony Mandel. How about that? Tony Mandel and the weekend special. Right now, another star sound, this time with the Miracle.
Britain Radio.
The Righteous Brothers and Island in the Sun, taking time along now to 3.5 minutes to the hour of 2 o'clock on Britain Radio 355 with music from our revolving carousel, our musical carousel. And fellow Bob, and hiya Bob, thank you very much for your New Year's greeting card, and nice to hear from you. Hope you're keeping well, hope the family's all right, and hope that you're enjoying our good sounds around on 355 today. That's about Steenhouse and the group there. That one, a little tune by the name of Nibram, and brings our time on 355 now to a half a minute to the hour of 2 o'clock. Well, it's Frank Sinatra swinging with the Nelson Riddle Orchestra, and that one's called Witchcraft. Brings our Britain Radio time now to 3:15 after 2. That's the Stan Reynolds Orchestra with the Dark Gounod Ave Maria. And right now on a musical carousel from Mark Winter, You Made Me What I Am. And right time on Britain Radio, 29 minutes after 2 o'clock.
Capital Radio.
Beginning of the long tone, the time will be exactly 1400 hours. 2 p.m., good afternoon. This is Capital Radio.
Ici Radio Capital.
Hier ist Capital Radio.
Hier ist Capital Radio.
Aquí Radio Capital.
This is Capital Radio, broadcasting on 1115 kilohertz, 270 meters on the medium wave band. This is Capital Radio with good music.
Vandaag, dinsdag 1 september 1970, is de officiële openingsdag van een nieuw radiostation, genaamd Capital Radio. Wij hopen dat u en velen met u nog heel lang met genoegen naar het programma zullen luisteren dat u op deze golflengte wordt aangeboden.
Begin van de lange toon is het 2:30 precies. Half 3. Hier is Capital Radio.
This is Capital Radio.
Ici Radio Capital.
Hier is Capital Radio.
Aquí Radio Capital.
Hier is Capital Radio. Capital Radio zendt uit op een golflengte van 270 meter, 1115 kilohertz. Dit is Capital Radio, het station met een alternatief.
1st of September, 1970. Today is the official opening of the new radio service. This is Capital Radio, your new radio station. Do stay tuned, won't you?
Radio Caroline pre-Atlanta merger.
Sarah Vaughan, what a voice. I could write a book. And now, from voice to sound. In fact, Denny Mitchell's Sound Sensations, or is it Sound Stations, I believe, for you, love. We received a very charming letter from Mr. Moore of Rose Cottage, Venover, Yalding, Kent. Thank you very much, Mr. Moore, for your wishes. I believe somebody will play your record at the time you asked for, that's 1:45. But if you're listening now, in the meantime, may I play for you Adventures in Paradise, which I think is rather fitting from some of the things you describe in your letter. This is with the best wishes from us all here.
You're listening to Radio Caroline. The time now is 21 minutes before 10 o'clock.
If you've just joined us, you are on the air with Carl Conway, which means you are tuned to Radio Caroline on 199, your all-day music station. And though we're not really so far away, sometimes we do feel like Lonnie Donegan, 500 miles away from home.
Teardrops fell